Hello, welcome back to another episode. Thank you so much for taking your time to watch my videos. Today we're going to talk about how to have a freaking life outside of your 9 to 5 job. And we're going to focus more in terms of productivity and time management, but not the kind of time management that we speak where it comes to maximizing the output for the work that we do. This is more in terms of how to maximize the extra time we have outside of the 9 to 5 job, because a lot of you might be willing to work on a personal project, you would want to keep up with your hobbies, you want to learn new habits, or you want to maybe start a side hustle, whatever it is that you want to do outside of your 9 to 5 and you're struggling to find time or do that. This is for you, because that is what I have been doing for the last 4 to 5 years, I guess. For people who don't know, I do have a full-time job. I've always had a full-time job the last 4 or 5 years, and I also managed to do all of the other things that I'm doing, like my content creation, my Instagram, my YouTube, my coaching, like my private coaching, my group coaching, my social work community, my small business, my physical health, my mental health, the hobbies that I keep up with. If you follow me on Instagram, you know the kind of hobbies that I keep up with, and trying to have a social life, all of it. I cannot say that I have been 100% successful in maintaining all of this, but I have been maintaining them to a point where I feel satisfied. So I do feel I'm qualified enough to talk about this. So this video is only going to be appropriate for people who have a 9 to 5 job, like a full-time job, and you're also trying to maximize the extra hours that you have and you're trying to do something with it. It doesn't necessarily have to be like a passion project or a side hustle. It can also be as simple as, trying to work out or trying to maintain a new hobby, whatever it is. I've had coaching clients come to me with this exact problem. They say that they have a full-time job and they also would like to do certain things in the extra time that they have, but they're not able to do it. And the problem with even my coaching clients or the people watching this video is that you people think that me or anyone else that you see on social media, we are like some magicians who have a magic formula, or that we have extra hours in a day, or that we are extremely disciplined enough to get everything done in a day without getting sleep or without taking a break. No. You don't know what is the kind of formula or the kind of routine a person follows to get things done, and you have no idea what is the kind of effort that goes behind, because you only see the output. It might look effortless, but it's not. It might also look perfect. It might look like the person is getting everything done without missing anything. No, okay, you don't know what goes behind. It's, as I'm shooting this video, it's Sunday 11 p.m. in the night. So you don't know what goes behind, how a person manages to get things done. So today I'm going to talk about the things that worked for me, and I'm also going to show you the real side of it. Okay, the real side of what goes behind and how it is not perfect. Okay, ready? Let's get started. First, take a piece of paper and write down your non-negotiable hours. And when I say non-negotiable hours where you cannot do your personal work, like hours that are fixed in your routine where you cannot do anything else. For example, your office hours. You have your let's say for me it's 10:30 to 7:30, my office hours. So that is reserved for my company, so I cannot do any other work during that time. Similarly, what are the fixed hours, like non-negotiable hours for you? Write that down. And now this is very important. Your non-negotiable hours also include all the other things that you have to do in a day for yourself. For example, let's say you wake up, you cook for yourself, and then you clean your house. Maybe like you live alone or you live with someone and you have to do the household chores, and you have to get ready and commute to office. All of these things are non-negotiables for you, right? You have to do them every single day. So those should also be written down. Okay, while you're writing your non-negotiable hours, you need to write down your office hours and then everything else that happens, like cooking, cleaning, commuting, all of that. So write down your non-negotiable hours first, so that you know that in this time frame there's nothing else I can do but only this particular work. Number 2, see how many hours you are left with if you take out all these non-negotiable hours. And I'm only talking about weekdays right now. I'll come to weekends separately. So see how many hours you have left in a weekday. And please be realistic when it comes to setting goals for these hours that you have left in a weekday. Because I have seen people who will have like 2 hours left in a day, and then they would have like a list of 10 things to do. And all those 10 things would take you like at least an hour to do. So please be realistic. If you're going to set some goal for the 2 hours, because I asked you to do this practice, is for you to realize that you only have 2 hours left in a day. You cannot get 10 hours or 8 hours worth of work done in 2 hours. Okay, that's unrealistic. And beating yourself up for not getting it done, that's self-destructive. Don't do that. If you have 2 hours left, 3 hours, 4 hours, whatever it is that you have in your paper, set realistic goals for those 2-3 hours. And if you are someone who is like, I only have 2 hours, so I don't want to do anything, I want to take rest, please. Don't force yourself. Okay? And some people will be like, I only have like so much time left in a day, I'm going to get extra time by giving up on my sleep. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Get 7 to 8 hours of sleep. So that is also a non-negotiable. Okay, sleep is non-negotiable. The time where you eat and shower and get ready, commute, cooking, cleaning, everything, that's non-negotiable. And your office hours are non-negotiable. And whatever you have left, that is the time that you have to work on. And I will give you some tips on how you can kind of maximize it, or how you can, work with the little time frame that you have. But please don't set unrealistic goals for the little time that you have. Okay, set realistic goals. So now let's talk about the things that has helped me maximize my output. So one is to do batch work, or to bunch your work together and get them done in a day or in a few hours. For example, I can only quote myself as an example again. So here's an example. So when I have to shoot videos, I do them on weekends. Like what I'm doing right now, it's a Sunday night, so I'm shooting a YouTube video. But even if it's reels, right, I shoot them on a weekend, like Saturday or Sunday, and I shoot them together. Like I shoot 10 to 15 reels together. Okay, so because usually shooting takes a lot of time, so I shoot them together and then I edit them on weekdays. Because weekdays you don't have a lot of time, right? So you have less time. So editing can be done on weekdays. Shooting can only be done on weekends. Do you get my point? Similarly, just look at your work. What is the work that you would need more time for? Like you would need half a day, or you would need 6 hours, 7 hours. What is that work? Push them aside to weekends. Okay, always do them on weekends. And if you tell me that, oh, but on weekends I don't feel like doing any work, I cannot help you. Okay, I cannot help you. You have to put in the efforts, you have to put in the work if you want to get things done. I cannot help you with that. So whatever work that requires you a lot of time, you have to push them to weekends, and you have to get them done on weekends. Whatever work doesn't take you a lot of time, like you can finish them in 15 minutes, 30 minutes or 1 hour, you need to keep them in your weekday plan. Because like I said, weekdays you have less time, so you can get those things done quickly. So make a list of all the things that you want to work on. See what are the works that would need more time, push them aside to the weekends, do them on the weekends, and see what are the works that would require less time, put them on weekdays. Okay. Number 2, this is specifically for people who wants to do stuff every single day. For example, I want to work out every single day, I want to read books every single day, I want to meditate every single day, I want to work on this project every single day. That's insane. Trying to do something every single day, especially when it is something new that you're trying, it's a completely unrealistic goal to set. Sorry, I'm getting impatient. Okay. Let me get back to my stoic state. This is a recipe for disaster, okay? You cannot do things every single day, especially if it is something new that you're trying to bring into your routine. And people make this mistake that they are like, if I'm going to do something, I have to do it every single day. And even if I miss for 1 day, even if I'm sick and miss it for 1 day, even if I had to travel and I miss it for 1 day, I'm just going to give up on it. Don't do that. Do not do that, okay? So let's say you are going to form a new habit of maybe going to the gym, okay? Go to gym 3 times a week. You already don't have time in your routine. Why are you trying to force yourself to do something every single day? It's impossible, man. You already have a full-time job that takes a lot of your energy. How are you going to keep up with something that is completely new? So your brain is already resisting it. It doesn't want that thing. And you're forcing yourself and you're being completely hard on yourself to do it every single day. Don't do that, okay? That's completely self-destructive. And it also gets you into this all or nothing mindset. Like, I have to do it every single day or I will not do it at all. Please don't do that. Whatever it is that you're trying to include into your routine, try to do it like 2 times a week or 3 times a week. Like, be realistic, okay? To give you an example, usually when I wake up in the morning, the first thing that I do is reading. So I'll freshen up, I'll have my breakfast or coffee or whatever, and then I'll start reading. I'll read for an hour or 40 minutes, whatever the time frame that I have, okay? But when I was taking my writing classes, I had 2 classes a week. So it's from 6:30 to 7:30 in the morning, and by the time I'm back, it would be 8:30, and then I have to have my breakfast, I have to take a shower, breakfast and all of that, and it would be 9:30 or 10 o'clock already, and then I will have to start my office work. So on the days that I was going to my classes, I wasn't reading. But I was reading on the other days. So it's like 2 days a week. I have 5 days left. So on the 5 days I do read. Okay. If I want to do something else, like maybe let's say I'm working on a different project, then I would split them. Like 2 days I have classes, 2 days I'll read, and the remaining days I will work on that project. And again, this is not a set routine, okay? It varies a lot. It varies for me. It should vary for you also, because life is not a fixed thing. Things change. If I have something on priority to work, I will take that up. For example, if I shoot a YouTube video and I have to edit that video, the first thing that I do next morning would be to edit the video. I will not be reading, I will not be doing something else. Like if I have a class, then I will go to the class, but then I come back and I take up this video as the first thing that I do. So the things that we do, it changes according to the priority, and it's not the priority that we are talking about right now, but to have realistic routine, like 2 times a week or 3 times a week, starting small, okay? Let's say you want to start like reading books. Start small, read 1 page a day. That's pretty much enough. That's like huge thing for a beginner. Like read 1 chapter a day. And please remove this all or nothing mindset from your mind, okay? It's completely self-destructive. It is not going to let you do any work, okay? So whatever it is that you want to do, don't force yourself to do it every single day. Have a routine, have a realistic routine, 2 days, 3 days a week. Okay. Now another important mindset shift that is required is this. If you want something to be a part of your life until you die, you will not force yourself to do it every single day. As simple as that. You know, I used to worry about not getting enough followers on Instagram, not achieving a particular number in a particular time period. And all I did was a simple mindset shift. I just asked myself, like, okay, how long are you planning to create content? And my answer is this: I am planning to create content for the rest of my life. So when you have the rest of your life to gain followers, what is the rush? Why do you want to gain 500k followers by the end of 2024? What are you going to do after that? Why do you want to achieve 1 million followers by the end of 2025? I mean, 1 million followers is fine. Like, you want to get there, but what is the time frame? Why do you want to do it before 2025? Are you going to die after that? Or what, you're going to stop creating content after that? No. I'm going to create content for the rest of my life, right? So when something is going to be a part of my life for the rest of my life, I am not going to be forcing it like this, and you should not be doing that too. So when I realized that, I'm like, yeah, I have my whole life to create content. I have my whole life to gain followers. What's the rush? I'm going to be creating content for the rest of my life. So let the followers come whenever it wants to come. And I started doing this mindset shift for everything else which I want to be as part of my life. For example, reading is a huge part of my life. Reading is, if I have to dedicate my life to something, that's reading, okay? But of course I have my office work, of course I have a lot of other things to do. I might not be able to read in a day, I might not be able to read in a week, But that's okay, because I am planning to read for the rest of my life. So if in this time period, like let's say I actually believe that I will live for 100 years, okay, so in this 100 years, 25 is already gone, but whatever, in the next 75 that I have, 1 week I'm missing to read, it's okay. I missed to read today, I'll read tomorrow. I'm planning to read for the rest of my life, so I don't have to force myself to read so many books this year, to read so many books in a month, to read so many pages in a day. Okay? Do you get my point? Right? So, getting a lot of work done is more about your mindset shift and how kind and flexible you are with yourself. Okay? Now, ask yourself, what are the things that I wish could be a part of my life until I die? Okay, make a list. For me, like I said, it's working out, meditation, reading, writing, and a bunch of other things. Now, those are the things that you should not be forcing yourself to do every single day. Instead, you should be doing them whenever you have free time. You know, whenever you get all the non-negotiables done and all the other, let's say, money related works, like maybe you will be doing some freelancing or side hustle that brings you money, that's important. So you get that done. So you do all your household chores or all the non-negotiables, everything is done. And then you have 1 hour, 2 hours in a day, you go to this. Okay? Or maybe like you have other priorities. Once you're done with them, you take this up. You got my point? Let me quickly summarize this. Okay, I think we talked a lot. Don't force yourself to do something every single day. Don't have this all or nothing mindset, that's self-destructive. And if you want something to be a part of your life for the rest of your life, do not force yourself to do it every single day. Okay? See how you can include it as part of your routine. Whenever you can include it, do that, but don't force yourself to do it every single day. Number 3, if you are able to delegate something, do that. Please do that. For example, let's say if you can hire a house help to cook and clean, and you are like giving a particular amount of money, X amount of money to this house help, but in the time that you're saving from this, right, now that you're not doing the cooking and the cleaning, you're saving some hours, and those hours help you make more money or help you spend your time on things that you value for yourself. If money is not that important to you, do that. Similarly, when it comes to the personal projects that you do, like for example, I used to delegate my editing works to my editor, and then I had another person helping me with some posting and stuff and with my small business. So wherever I was able to delegate, I did that. I still do. Don't put everything on your plate, especially when you have very little time. If you're able to delegate, do that. Number 4, please have a to-do list. Okay, please, before you go to bed, just write down the things that you want to do for the next day. Like the non-negotiables, you know, that's something that you do every single day. You don't need a reminder. But in the remaining time that you have, like the 2 hours or 3 hours or 4 hours that you have, what am I going to do? What is my plan for tomorrow? Am I taking up a hobby? Am I going to the gym? Am I going to read? Am I going to relax? Am I going to meet a friend? What is it? Write that down. Okay, please make a to-do list every single day. Because guess what? If you don't know what to do at a moment, you will simply fall back to your old habits, which is to scroll through your phone or binge watch on Netflix. People really underestimate the power of to-do list and the power of having your days planned. It's not the simple act of writing things down, but it's actually a reminder for you on what to do during that free time. Like you have 2 hours in the night, but you don't know what to do. Like you get back home, you're back from your work, you're done with your dinner, you are on your bed, and you have not set an intention for the 2 hours. You have not told yourself that this is what I'll do for the 2 hours. Guess what happens? You scroll through your phone. You waste the 2 hours. So do not underestimate the power of planning your day, having a to-do list, writing things down, scheduling it in your Google Calendar, whatever. But have something planned for the free hours that you have. Okay, it doesn't matter. Even if you don't do that, it's okay. Even if you make a mistake, that's okay. But please plan your day. Please do not underestimate the power of a to-do list. And the 5th thing, or the 6th, I don't know, I lost track of the count, guys, but whatever it is, the next thing is to get maximum work done on your weekends, utilizing your weekends. Okay, so if you want to work on a passion project or a side hustle, anything that you're looking forward to, maximize your weekends so that you don't have to burn yourself out on weekdays. Okay, like I said before, if you think that I'm not going to work on weekends because it's weekend, I want to take rest, I want to relax, well, guess what? You cannot get work done, you cannot move forward. And look, I'm not asking you to be like the toxic productivity where you lose your sleep, you lose everything to get work done. No. Okay, get enough sleep every single day. Eat good meals every single day. Hydrate yourself every single day. Have some time to relax every single day. Even on weekdays, have some time to relax so that you don't have to depend on weekends to relax. Do you get my point? So because weekends are two golden days that you have to work on your projects that you have. So we don't want to waste that. Try to utilize your weekends as much as possible. The next thing is to be flexible with your schedule. And what do I mean by that? Let me give you a live example. I'm shooting this video. It's Sunday night. It's already 12 o'clock. Okay. So I'm going to be sleeping late. I'm planning to wake up around 7 or 8. But because I'm sleeping late, I might wake up late. So maybe let's say I wake up at 9 o'clock. Okay. Now in the morning, I have planned to do 2 or 3 things. Okay. I'll wake up by 8 o'clock and I'll do these 3 things. I plan it. But because I slept late, let's say I wake up around 9 or 9:30, due to which I'm not able to do like 1 or 2 things in the morning, I will do them in the evening. Okay. And if I already had planned something for the evening, I'll look at my list and see what is my priority. What is the thing that I have to do today? Let's say tomorrow my priority is to edit this video. I'll do that. And maybe I will not read my book tomorrow. So the point I'm trying to make with this whole flexible thing is that not to be hard on yourself. If you woke up late or if you were not able to do something, maybe you got something unexpected tomorrow. Maybe you just had to stay in your office for an extra 1 or 2 hours. So things like this happen. Some unexpected emergency came up and you had to be somewhere, due to which you're not able to go to the gym or due to which you're not able to work on your project. That's okay. You don't have to be hard on yourself. Try to have a flexible routine. If you have a very fixed mindset where I will do it at this time or I will not do it, that is not going to work. So these are the things I have. These things help me get a lot of work done. And the main message that I want to put out in this video is not these exact tips, because it might work for you or it might not work for you, because for my life and the kind of work nature that I have and the kind of the stuff that I'm doing, this works for me. But for you, you have to find something that works for you. Like if you say that, oh, I tried this, I tried that, but it is not working out for me, and due to which I'm not doing the work, that is not an excuse. Okay, I know I'm being hard, my love, but that is not an excuse. Okay, like you should not be giving that as a reason. Like, I tried this, I tried that, but it is kind of not working out for me, due to which I'm not doing the work. I tried this, it did not work out, so I did this. It's not perfect, but I'm getting the work done. That is the response you need to give. Okay, especially if you have really important personal projects that are trying to work, or some passion projects that you're trying to work. Okay, so please remember this. If you have to take one thing from this video, it should be this. Okay, if you're trying something productive, or if you're trying some kind of time management thing for your routine, if you're trying to do something in the morning, something in the evening, you're trying to maximize your weekdays, weekends, whatever it is, okay, if something doesn't work for you, you find something that works. Find your own way of being efficient so that you can get things done. It's not like you're able to do so much in a day, but you're getting it done. You're getting at least a little bit of it done. You are satisfied that, okay, I did this. I hope that helps. I think I was being quite hyper because I'm getting sleep. So I want to go sleep. I'll see you in another video. Bye bye.